Hey folks, this is Lazy Hiker. It's about 4:40 in the morning and I'm heading to Druid Arch with the Elephant Hill trailhead, and it's about 5.5 miles to Druid Arch. This is a slot that leads you down to Elephant Canyon. Whether you can see it or not, I'm not sure. Alright, it's twilight. I am at the bottom of Elephant Canyon. There's a trail sign right there. This way is going to take us to Druid Arch. To the right takes you to Chesler Park. Moon's still out, but the sun's coming up, so I gotta get going. The first part of this trail took us up the banks along the wash, but then it comes down and you'll have to walk the wash for a ways. There's a bat up there. So for almost a mile you'll go in and out of the wash. And you'll come to the next trail sign. The left one goes to the Big Spring Canyon loop and back to Squaw Flats that way. We got 2.5 miles to go to Druid Arch. We're continuing up Elephant Canyon. Alright, one more junction. Chesler Park and joint trail that way. But we're going to Druid Arch, 2 miles. On up the trail you're going to be in the wash for quite a ways. The rock cairns are kind of widely separated, so don't get worried if you don't see one right away. Just keep on following the wash. Luckily at this point it's mostly rock. Wish I could get these contrast shots better. Make sure you look back every once in a while. Well, this is interesting. Quite a climb. Well, we're out of the wash now. It's down there. And there's a lot of water in it, at least right now. Well, I think that's my first view of the arch there on the right. Nice little ascent up the wash there. Probably a good view when we get up top though. So when you get up from that steep incline up the wash, look left. The rock cairns are up there because you don't want to wade through this big pothole. And there's the arch. Just can't see the hole yet. Well, I think my timing was pretty good because I'm going to have to wait just a little bit for the arch to get in full sun. Well, we do have a ladder to climb. That helps. Big climb at the end here. We have to go up there to get around the obstruction to let us see the arch. Here's a pretty good view of the trail we came up. Quite steep ascent there at the end. One thing about this arch that's hard to describe is the scale of it. The pictures just can't show you the scale. This thing is massive. Alright, it took me 3 hours and 20 minutes to get here, 5.5 miles. Now I'll just wait for the sun to come up a little bit, shine down on the whole thing. I think I'll set my time lapse up and capture that. Have a little snack. 5.5 miles to Druid Arch, and quite a bit of climbing at the end, some rock scrambling to get here. So keep that in mind. Just bring one stick if you use walking sticks, hiking sticks. I don't think it's necessary to get here at sunrise or close to it. It's 9 o'clock now, so this is what it looks like, and that's fairly late because the sun doesn't hit it until it gets over this big bluff on the right here. So that's not as important as I thought it might be. Might even want to be a little bit later so that you can get some of this to be in the sunlight, and that way you can get some pictures that aren't such a heavy contrast. So I can't get pictures of the trees and the arch because it's just black. The trees are black. So another look at our pathway down. It is quite steep. Make sure you go up far enough so that you can look back down Elephant Canyon. Fantastic view that way, though this may not show it so well. I promise. Alright, back at this junction, I'm going to go to Chesler Park. Looks like I'm going to be climbing. That was a super steep climb out of that canyon. Some places I wondered how in the world I was going to get up. It's a rather interesting trail. Super steep, unmaintained, rough. Two alcoves here. Crack going up there. Well, I'm nearly to the top of this tough trail. It's got a great 360-degree view from here. Oh, let's get high. And that's the way forward. Heading to the crack and probably some shade. Alright, back in Chesler Park for the last time. And here's the view from my hammock today. Can't beat it. Alright, this is the view from the Chesler Park Overlook. And if you can go down just a little bit more, you'll get an even better view. This is the other side of the Chesler Park Overlook, heading toward Elephant Hill. Well, I'm kind of taking it easy on the way back. It's a little warm, but there's a nice breeze blowing today, so keeping things cooled off a little bit. I even got cool sitting in the hammock side to put my jacket on. So, got about 2.5 miles left. Heading down into Elephant Canyon. Heading up is the tough part. Alright, we made it to Elephant Canyon again. 2.1 miles to the trailhead. This is where it was lighting up this morning. It started showing you the trail. Head up that way to Druid Arch. Now we'll show you coming back. We got to climb out of Elephant Canyon. That's kind of a strong climb, but not compared to Druid Arch climb at all. So at first you think this is strenuous, but then you look at Druid Arch and you go, oh, it's nothing. But I'll still show some of it to you. Here we are climbing out of Elephant Canyon. Well, with the clouds in the background, this is the first time I could actually get a view out of here, because the contrast of the sun and the shadows is not extreme. Anyway, this is the top of the point from the bottom of Elephant Canyon. It is a great place to rest. I mean, it's the perfect spot, and there's all these benches, and I'm sitting on one that are just made for you to sit and rest on. Alright, if you go this way, which is the way back to the trailhead, you'll go through a little slot like in the joint trail, just not near as thin or as tall. It gives you a feeling of what it's like though. Like that. Pretty close to noon for it to be that lit up. This is a cool area of this hike. You come out of that slot area shortly down the trail. This part of the trail also can have a lot of flowers in it at times. End of May. It almost looks like a garden. You come through another crack in the wall and you get this view. The whole trail is beautiful. Just looking back the way we came. And where we're headed. Alright, we're nearly there. This rock is a common place for people to take a rest under. Nice mushroom rock there. As this one is as well, which I'm going to do right now. First time I've been here that hasn't been occupied. And we made it back to the parking lot. This is a fantastic hike. Thanks for watching The Lazy Hiker, and enjoy your hike. And then we've got some steps to climb. And some more steps to climb. Nice view. And more steps to climb.